Welcome to the BXG Podcast, the podcast where pop culture and nerd culture meet.
You think it's just going to be barbecue sauce?
Because if you actually read those books, it's just gobbledygook.
I really think clothes should be mandatory.
Speaking of Star Wars,
Captain America.
trailer reaction video. PBC, episode 3. And Sarah has to figure out a way, especially after poisoning one of the sales team, to get them to use her expense reporting application. And so she decides to have an open bar, open credit card, spend as much as you like, outing at the mini golf course, which ends up hilarity, especially given that the sales team continued to go over budget. Dave gets his kids a Switch. Hunter is the mom magnet, and Jamie has a birthday party. So what was your take on the third episode here?
Number one, I've been to that golf and stuff.
Oh, really?
I've been there. Yeah, it's in
LA?
Ventura, California. Yeah, so a little in between where I live and LA. So I've been there, which is hilarious. So I know that layout well. I've played both the north and the south course there, so that was fun. I thought this episode, this show has no misses. It continues to hit, and I honestly, this was exactly what you want, a little outgoing thing. Let's do this. Sarah has to try to be cool, which Sarah trying to be cool is
Funny.
just absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Because she can't do it. Like, it's just, her ability to be cool is so bad and so funny. And that makes me laugh. But the best part of this is Jamie. There's now a part where this is Jamie's show.
Yeah.
I just do. I just want to see Jamie, but you also don't want to see, because you don't want to see too much of him because you don't want him to be the show. But when he's in it, it's a grand slam. And somehow there's no one on base, but yet 4-run score. It's incredible. It's just, I have messaged him on Instagram, and the guy's definitely down to just whatever on this. And so that's very cool. But hopefully we get him on. That's my point, is hopefully we get him on to talk about this, and I've watched the latest episode too.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we are recording a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit later than normal. But I will say his storyline in this, especially when his mom is it has me in tears. It literally, I was having kind of a weird day anyhow, because it's just that last week of school before breaks, everything's chaotic. And then you just watch this and it's this is what we need. So I thought the golf course thing, but this also was a Dave episode. We finally get Dave back in the mix, and that made me real happy. The Sherry O'Terry battle with Dave. Mm-hmm. Her kids are spoiled, and his kids are just, if you've watched this show, and if you haven't watched this show, just do it because you'll love it. If you don't like this show, you have a problem. That's one of those things. Watch it, you'll love it. It's amazing. It's so funny. But this Dave episode, the power struggle between him and his kids, it's great. The show is so good. That's, and I'm not saying this just because we've had someone. I just honestly think this show is great.
Yeah, I think that this one, again, same as the last one, hits all the notes, and every character gets a little bit of time to shine. Hunter and his pursuit of Sarah is very entertaining, and also kind of cringy in the best kind of comedic way. Excuse me. And I think him with the moms, and then one of them's Jamie's mom, was I think the thing about this show is that it sets up really well. It sets up for later really well a lot of the times. And I think that this was a perfect example of that, because, you set it up with kind of introducing Jamie's mom, and then she's just there with a birthday cake for him because it's his birthday, and he's like, oh, to Michaela, and then the dopey sales guy that was one half of the Kings of Barstow, like, oh, you guys remembered and you're here for me. And then they all just really awkwardly sing him happy birthday, and he has to make a wish, and it's just so, because the character's self-awareness,
if you say the wish out loud,
non-existent. His self-awareness is just non-existent.
Yeah.
And it's, and then even with the Dave storyline, it was just a setup. You knew it was a setup. You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
His kids were going to get the switch and they were going to tear it apart because they're a pack of wild animals, but it didn't stop it from being any less funny in the moment. Because immediately you knew it was coming immediately. And then there's, there's the sales team just has hibachi like on the 9th or whatever. And then there's a holographic Tupac, and, Sarah's drunk and has an upside down visor, and her being funny, or her trying to be cool is funny because there are people who are not cool and try really hard to be cool by doing or saying things to try to fit in with a certain group of people, or try to project like they belong to a certain group of people. But even with Sarah trying as hard as she can to be cool, she just doesn't she just doesn't have it in her.
The thing I'll say is everyone, and I'm not pointing out anyone specific, but everyone has that friend that just learned swear words.
Sure. Yeah.
When you're younger.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And they don't know how to use them. So they just use them all the time. And it's bad. It just sounds funnier. Like, don't swear, because just quit swearing, because it's not funny. And you don't and that's Sarah. And it's that thing where it's just like, she can't do it. Please stop doing it, because it actually makes us seem less cool because you're in our group. And now, and that's all I can think about is that person that just learned swear words or just wants to start using swear words, and it cracks me up.
Well, and it's like the kid who waited until their 21st birthday to drink, and then they're wilding out, and the rest of their friends have been drinking since they were like 17.
Right. I don't know anything about that.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I never.
Well, aren't you
But I want.
Aren't you a law-abiding citizen?
It was because someone in our friend group was just like, "Oh, you'll drink." Like, she was all like getting up on me, and I was like, "No, I just won't now." So I did it out of spite. And if you know me, I'll do anything out of spite.
Yeah.
I'm a big spite guy.
I know. That's why we're on episode 150 at this point. I think this is the 150th episode.
I'll keep going. I'll grind out anything. Tell me I can't do something, I'll do it till I die.
Well, in that case, I don't think that you can write the episodes, edit the episodes, do the thumbnails for the episodes.
That's your thing, though.
Do all but I'm just saying you can't do it. I don't think you can do it.
I'll do it.
I don't think you can.
I'll do it.
Just trying to take some off my plate. Yeah.
Hey, I've always said I'll help whenever you want me to, but I feel like you wouldn't want me to.
I would like to say that I have not seen the 4th episode. We are a little bit behind in recording, so I'll probably watch that within the next day or so. But
I only watched it because I needed that gap filled. Which is a great PBC joke. Also, you got a sweet puss.
Damn it. Yeah. Okay. That's what I totally forgot about that because we went longer and I was going to introduce you as that.
I died. I had to pause it.
Oh my God.
Sarah Bush, you're a sweet puss.
And with
It's
that,
so good.
oh, we're halfway through. The bummer about this is that we're halfway through, because I really wish this could be 24
25
episodes.
episodes. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Full season.
It's
Give me
so
a full
funny.
season. Yeah, that's great. Okay. So PBC, YouTube, Flowcast Studios, check it out. Very
Watch
funny,
it.
obviously. Watch it. And it's phenomenal. It's so funny. And I've said this before, and I think that this is probably the hook for a lot of people, is that if you like The Office, if you like Parks and Rec, if you like shows like that, this is full of the DNA of those shows. And I think that, it's pretty can't miss. Every episode from the first 6 through season 1, and then the first 3 of season 2 here, not a weak spot in the entire run. There's not one episode where it was like, I could probably not watch that one again if I was going to go back through this, but no, they're all excellent. And obviously looking forward to more.
Yeah, for sure.